All good?
I believe so.
It's live, right?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another game of Yinzer League Baseball. I'm your host, Ryan Tomeo, as I will be guiding you guys throughout the whole game. Today's matchup is between the Wolfpac and the Killer Bees. Wolfpac today coming in with a record of 13-11, and the Killer Bees coming a record of 17-5. Mantling the first two spots of the Yinzer League. Killer Bees first, Wolfpac second. Ball downstairs from today's starting pitcher, Skylar Janice. And at the plate for the Killer Bees, that's chopped over first, foul ball, is Jacob Alvarado. Look at a quick update or summary of Skylar Janice throughout the year. 6 appearances, 33 1/3 innings pitched, ERA in the 4s, whip of 1.26. Outside corner, call strike 3. That's how the day starts for Sky Janice. Continuation of his stats. He has just like what I said, he has a good solid whip of 1.26, 47 strikeouts, very solid, 12 walks, those a lot of strikes, 2 hit batsmen, 30 hits allowed, and a 12.7 strikeout ratio. So he has been the man so far this year in the Yinzer League.
Hey, can I get a lineup for the Wolfpac? No, can you go down and yeah.
Ball inside to Andres Rios, who is playing shortstop today for the Killer Bees. Ball inside, 2-1. I think that was the curveball.
It should be good now.
2-run to Rios.
Oh, it's back.
That is hit down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Going to the corner. Rios is rounding third. And he is in there for a triple. Ball gets away from Torrey. Picked up a good piece of hitting for Rios.
Yeah, dude, we enjoy. Right. Torrey, Dadson.
Salcedo.
Working. Yeah.
Now up to bat is number 7, Tyler Reese. Tyler Reese spent some spring training this year with the New Jersey Jackals before getting released. Definitely one of the league leaders in batting average, hits, and on-base percentage. First pitch slider by Skylar Janice in there for a strike. Janice winds, delivers. Another slider, swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Sky Janice, a definite veteran up there, as he definitely has 500-plus innings in his career as an independent pro ball player. And he looks to continue those numbers right here in the Yinzer League. Fastball down, 1-2. Killer Bees are managed by Cole Bombalis, and the Wolfpac are managed by their pitcher, Sky Janice. Slider chopped to third base, barehanded by Torrey. Safe at first base. Good dig up by Colin Miner. Fortunately, Tyler Reese is safe. As the Killer Bees strike first in this good matchup, it is 1-0. Okay, I want you both. Wheel ball from black beans steak. Yeah, let me write it down. Ty, what was that ball?
Hold on. I'm gonna guess so.
Count 1-1 to Killer Bees first baseman Josh Goulet. Foliage.
Are we hot here?
Yep.
Hot mic. Hello from Wild Thing Stadium.
Was that a strike?
Hello, Chris Janice, and I'm sure you're tuning in. Janice,
Oh yeah, strike.
who is starting for the Wolfpac on the triple. An RBI single by Reese.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was running around getting some waters, lining up some things as Goulet fouls the 1-2 delivery off down the left field line. Foul. As Skylar gets a new ball. Number 33 climbs back on the mound to do the 1-2 pitch once again. For those of you just now joining us, it is 1-0 over the Wolfpac. All right. As
Sky Janice. I was filling in for you while you were gone.
all right,
2-2 to Josh Goulet.
Goulet, as it is a French name, the T is silent. And Janice lifts and delivers, and that is waved at and missed by Goulet.
That was a slider.
First strike 3. Good slider outside by Janice. Ty, would you like some food?
I'm good.
All right. So we are underway here. Game 2. Wolfpac are hosting the Killer Bees. That is a successful hit and run. Royal hits it right to the spot. Second baseman Salcedo vacated on the first pitch. And Tyler Reese goes from first to third there. Good hit and run by Ryan Roel. Appreciate you guys tuning in here. Game 2. As we push soon start up by about 10 minutes to get this game rolling, as we do have to finish by 2:45. 2:45 when what are they called? The Washington Wild Things need us to vacate the fields for them to get ready for their contest. The opener of the weekend series against the New York Boulders, as Dustin Macaluso swings through the first one, grounds the second one to third base, but hits it right into no man's land. And that'll go down as an infield knock for Dustin Macaluso. Joe Torre, the third baseman, pump faked, but unable to get Roel to bite or to take too hard of a turnaround second base there. As with that infield single will plate the second run of the inning and ball game for the Killer Bees. So 2-0 Bees in the early going. So we do have confirmation. Chris Janice is tuned in. Hello. As that first pitch offering to Nick Dabrowski is lifted down the right field line. And so that ball comes back into the center. And that'll go down for a 2-out, 2-RBI double by Nick Dabrowski. Not well struck, but well placed there, as that ball nestles in right down the line.
Definitely two tough at-bats for Sky Janice. Balls weren't hit hard.
So sometimes on the mound, you are going to get some weak contact that is count as a hit, as that one did right there.
Sometimes you get big-time lasers and they turn out to be outs.
As baseball does even out. As that'll bring up Julius Purriere.
The catcher today.
Purriere plays a little bit everywhere. Is catching in today's contest. and takes strike one away. So 0-1 the count here to Perrier. As Janice looks in, lifts and delivers. That is swung through for strike two. So 0-2 the count here to Julius Perrier. Janice has been pitching well, not getting hit very hard. The ball is finding holes. That ball is grounded to Salcedo as he slings it over to first to retire the side. But 4 runs on 5 hits in that first inning for the Killer Bees. As timely hitting, well executed hit and runs, and seeing eye pop-ups were the reason there for those 4 runs. So the Wolfpack will look to answer back as Alex Jacobs, who is 3-1 after losing his previous start, will take the mound for the Killer Bees. With Perrier making the last out, we have LeGarry Stewart. Does not usually catch, but he will warm up the pitcher. So what a team move by the universally loved LG. Oh, he clanks that one, though. So his hand's not as good behind the dish as they're honestly filthy in the infield. Has great hands. Good athlete. Oh, misses another one. So 2 out of 3. 2 as LG wears 23. Ball's clanked by Stewart.
Some good late break by Alex Jacob with his sinkers.
Oh, he is able to handle that one. Is Stewart.
So part about catching is learning how to understand the pitcher's movements, how his pitches work. Every pitcher's different.
So here comes Perrier to finish the warm-up pitches by Jacobs. Jacobs has been really solid thus far. Kentucky Christian is very athletic out there on the mound. Can move well. And has also shown his ability to go deep into games. As for the Wolfpack,
The return of Lovejoy.
we have Cody Lovejoy leading off. I gotta make a trip. Hold it down, boys.
I got it. So while our main podcaster, Ken Williams, takes a quick break, leading off for the Wolfpack, recently released player from the Florence Yalls is number 14, Cody Lovejoy. Before Cody Lovejoy left to Florence Yalls, Lovejoy is swinging a good bat for the Wolfpack. Okay. 1-1. Coming in today, Jacobs leads the Killer Bees in innings pitched with 27 and 2/3, as that pitch is up for a ball, 2-1. Has a good whip of 1.8, 30 strikeouts within those 27 innings. Ball is upstairs, 3-1. He has a 9.8 strikeout ratio. Definitely has good hard stuff. You'll see him throw in the mid to upper 80s. That pitch is called for a strike, and it's up to full count, 3-2. Jacobs winds, delivers, fouled away. That's exactly what you want for your leadoff hitter. Keep fouling out pitches, make that guy work. Another wind-up pitch. swing and a miss by Cody Lovejoy, and that's the first out of the bottom first. Up to play for Wolfpac is Joe Ipaduglia. Ipaduglia, forgive me of my spelling. Joe Ipaduglia has been swinging a hot bat lately for the Wolfpac, as he has been scorching the ball over the fence lately. I'm correct. First pitch upstairs for a ball by Alex Jacobs. What's very interesting about Ipaduglia is how fast he looks, despite the body size that he looks at the plate. A lot of you guys are probably looking at him as like a big Adam Dunn or basically like a big time lefty swinger, because he kind of looks like Adam Dunn to me. But you be how well he can run during the bases and especially on the field, as that ball scorched to right and right at the right fielder. Is that right field?
Darren Love.
Right to Darren Love in right field for the second out. In steps to the plate, Colin Miner, number 57 for the Wolfpac. Colin Miner currently leading the Josh Raywald, his teammate, on deck with 6 home runs. That ball is hit to third base. Ryan Ruel makes a strong throw to Goulet to first, and that retires the bottom half. So after 1 inning of play, Killer Bees 4, Wolfpac 0. As Cole Bombills looks a little upset at something, and he was discussing with the umpire. Not sure there was any strike calls or anything, but that definitely a little interesting. As for those that are still new to professional baseball, and what I mean by that is no friendly calls, no favorite corners. It is real professional strike zone. Meaning, if it crosses within with the bottom of your chest, at the same time, if we can get the corners as a pitcher, that can create some confusion for the hitters and make you successful. That is swung on a miss by Darren Love. First pitch slider by Skylar Janice. Great pitch. Start the AB. Ground ball up the middle and base hit by Darren Love. Despite losing 4 of their last 5 in the last 2 games by the Killer Bees, they are still a very dangerous team offensively. They definitely got 2 wins over the Brilliant Sox their last 2 days, and their offensive approach is one of the main reasons of why they have been very successful all year. So far, they are putting a good show so far in the first 2 innings against one of the better arms in Skylar Janice. So back to the top of the order with Alvarado at the plate. Down 0-1. Ground ball to second base, Salcedo. Flips to short. On to first. It's a double play. 4-6-3. And quickly, Skylar has 2 outs. In steps to the plate, Andres Rios. Definitely interesting gear that Rios is wearing with his blue arm sleeves and his red and blue cleats, as He too had some time with the Florence Yalls and was released before the season started. Spent some time with the Quebec Capitals before getting released. Rios is a 5-tool player, meaning he can hit, he can run, he can field, he can do everything. Count 1-1. Slider upstairs, just missed it. Trying to get that snap down. Scott was trying to think. 2-1 to Rios. Is ripped to short, right at the shortstop, catches it, flips to the mound, and Schuyler has a much better needed second inning. What's up, Pat? Hello? 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 Eddie? Okay, that was weird. As Jacobs include Josh Raywald and Brendan Datson, two of the most powerful lefties in the Yinzer League. Both of them have a on-base percentage, a slugging percentage way over 500, and both hitting in the 300s for batting average. So first of those two is Josh Raywald, who is tied for RBIs with 24 with Colin Miner. First pitch outside for a ball. Fastball down, 2-0. Josh Raywald. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Definitely the right count to swing at, and then the right pitch. Jacobs lines delivered. After being down 2-0, going to 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. And the 2-2. Ball outside. 3-2. Definitely the weather much hotter than before, right? Early in the sunny. 3-2 pitch, slider low, 4 as Ray rolls aboard. In comes Brendan Datson. Like what I was saying earlier, both him and Ray Woltz, two of the most powerful lefties in the Yinzer League, as they are big-time threats. Brendan Datson here, the leader in doubles and triples for the Wolfpac, and that pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Looked like the slider there. Couldn't really tell from this view. But either way, good pitch, backdoor. Jacobs lines, delivers. And that seemed to miss right on the same spot. But calls it a ball. Can't argue balls and strikes. Throw over to first. Very good move over there. One pitch. And it's chopped to third. Ruel throws to second for one. As they'll just play with the one outs. As we'll have a little timeout right here, as there seems to be a little collision.
He threw the ball into his elbow.
Threw the ball to his elbow. Yeah, it kind of looked like that. Raywell definitely shaking up as he's walking at first base. But it doesn't look good on that right shoulder. By the way, I was amazed of how Tyler Reese still caught that ball. As there is one out in the inning. Now, Killer Bee manager Cole Bombell is out discussing the umpire, as I'm actually wondering if the umpire called him safe, because otherwise Bombells would not be out there. Definitely thinking he's out, as Raywald's back in the dugouts. So a little curious to see why. Either way, brings up number 51, Will Musser. Will Musser spent the first, as he got traded to the Wolfpac, made more outfield time, as he's been a good production ever since coming on to his new team. Fastball upstairs for ball one. And that fastball somehow missed. And that's 2-0. What did you think, Ty? A little inside? Couldn't really say. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. Same spots. This time gets the call. Musser still ahead here. 2-1. Jacob sets. Throws over. Safe at first. Is Brendan Gadsden. Two-one pitch. Curveball in the dirt. And it's 3-1. A good statistic on Will Musser is he tends to get ahead in the counts a lot of his at-bats, as pitchers are still trying to pitch around him these days. Ball's popped up in the air, and Brendan Gadsden forgot how many outs there are, and that's going to be a double play.
I think he stole.
So that's what it was? It was a hit and run play?
I think so.
Either way, it is a double play, and the inning is over. So Jacobs got away with some tough luck right there. Or some lucky luck, I say. After 2 innings, it is still Killer Bees 4, Wolfpac 0. Doesn't think negative about anything down the dugout, and he is not just a good pitcher, but also a great guy to be around with. Janice winds and fires. Slider, outside corner, strike one. Definitely that slider has been a good piece for Sky Janice so far this Yinzer season. Good slide motion. Another slider for a strike outside corner. As Reese definitely looks a little lost up there at the plate. As that's basically his message to Sky, saying, nice pitches. Oh, 2 from Skyler. Another slider fouled. Just got a piece of it. Tyler Reese did. Count still 0-2. Let's see if Janice goes back again to that slider away. Fastball upstairs. Good waist pitch. Ball 1. Everything Skylar Janice does is professional. He pitches professionally. He suits up professionally. Curveball just missed inside. 2-2. He even makes sure that everybody acts like a professional. Like, he definitely makes players feel welcome when you're new to professional baseball, for sure. Ball upstairs, full count. As worked himself from an 0-2 count to a 3-2 count. Janice delivers, swings and a miss from Tyler Reese, and that's the first out of the game, the inning. In steps first baseman, Josh Goulet. Swings and miss on a fastball in. Definitely that fastball up and in is a very tough pitch to hit, especially if you're a right-handed batter facing a right-handed pitcher. Fouled away, 0-2. Another interesting fact about Skylar Janice, if you guys take a quick, easy, good look, and it's noticeable with his windup of how he always mixes his delivery, especially his leg kick. Kind of like similar to what Johnny Cueto does in the major leagues, if you guys know who I'm talking about. Ball's popped in the air to second base. Salcedo gets under it, makes the catch, 2 away. So Sky Janice definitely likes to change his deliveries in his windup, as sometimes it can create a lot of confusion to the hitters. I have a good feeling he picked it up from Johnny Cueto, as that's the only other pitcher I know that plays professionally and has a lot of different motions, or changes his motion all the time. Creates confusion. That slider's away for a ball, I believe. On the check swing, he went 1-1. At the plate, Ryan Ruel. Ryan Ruel, under his first year in the Yinzer League, has done a pretty good job at the plates. Especially had a memorable pro debut. Slider away. Looked like the umpire was going to call strikes, but then he changed his mind and said ball outside. So 2-1. Going back to Ruel. Ruel has already 2 home runs in his young season in such few at-bats. Swings in the dirt, 2-2. Came right out of college ball and is just thinking to himself, this is easy. As he is a young batting on a really good team in the Killer Bees. Slider away, swung on a miss. And that will end the top of the third for Skylar Janice. Another scoreless third. Let's see if the Wolfpac can get something going with the bats in the bottom of the third against Alex Jacobs. We'll be back shortly. While Jacobs is warming up for the bottom of third, a good summary about the Killer Bees for those that are still trying to wonder who these Killer Bees are. They are brand new this year to professional baseball, as this is their first year in indie ball. They are managed by Cole Bombalis, who was part of the Baseball Brilliance Sox last year in the Yinzer Baseball Confederacy and the Empire League Fall Series. Cole Bombalis took his Brilliance Sox in the Empire League last year in the fall and ended up winning the whole thing, as he definitely knows how to win champions. And now he's coaching the new Killer Bees, and he's brought a lot of his Brilliant Sox players with him to the Killer Bees. Killer Bees started out with a 13-game winning streak, as they were like 13-1, I believe, in a couple weeks. And then they started to have a little losing skid, but still getting some wins here and there, and they're looking to get more. As the first pitch in the bottom third is a fastball inside. 1-0. Fastball upstairs, just missed. 2-0, the counts. Two and one. Fastball just missed upstairs. A little interesting. Fastball away. That's ball 4. Hey, Todd. Who was that just walked?
Musser. No, that was Yeah, Musser.
That's not Mustard.
Okay, then they gave me the wrong name.
The guy from Quebec. He played for Quebec a little bit. Cole Workin. That's
Yeah.
the name. Sorry about that. The batter who just walked was Cole Workin. Just trying to figure out
They gave
names.
me the wrong lineup then.
Out to the plate is Commissioner of the Yinzer League, Joe Torre, number 37. As he is down 2-0. Jacobs winds, delivers. That's a fastball outside corner for a strike. Torrey definitely knows how to get on base. Sometimes he doesn't even just swing the bat at all. Fouled away. 2-2. Torrey is actually one of the most smartest baseball players I personally have ever met. Never got a chance to tell him, but definitely for you folks that are trying to learn who Joe Torre is, not the Joe Torre for the Yankees, the real Joe Torre for the Black Sox, he is one heck of a smart player. That ball is thrown to center field on a chopper after Torre chopped it up to Jacobs. Kind of looked a little jiggly with the feet, Jacobs, as he threw that ball away from center field, overthrew his shortstop Rios. A little bit to the left, as that will go down as an E1. I'm not sure if this stat is really necessary to share, but I'll share it either way, because who cares if they're just winning games. Even though the Killer Bees are winning games, they still lead the Yinzer League in errors. But like what I said, I don't think no one cares, because if they win, win's a win. That ball is upstairs. 1-0 to Jesus Salcedo. One thing that the Wolfpac tend to do is that ball is fouled away is they like to play small balls sometimes, as they definitely have good wheels throughout their offensive lineup. So if they see a chance to bunt and play small ball here, they will do it. As Jacob sets, checks the runner, delivers, slider, inside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the counts to Jesus Salcedo. Salcedo playing second base today for the Wolfpac, usually a middle infielder. You'll find him a short, you'll find him a second. Definitely switch off here and there. Pickoff play to second base.
Oh,
Off the glove of Tyler Reese.
was it off the glove or was it off the base?
Looked like off the glove to me. Either way, backed up beautifully by Macaluso in center field. Runners definitely advanced on that. It would definitely go down to another E1. Good slider on the outside corner. Looked at for strike 3. As that is 1 out. As that will bring back to the top of the order for the Wolfpac in Cody Lovejoy. Cody Lovejoy, from my experience, is someone you do not want to face with runners on base. Late call by the blue on that slider, inside corner for strike 1. Checks the second. Delivers. Fastball in the dirt. Ball 1. Dug out by Pierre. The 1-1. Another good slider for a strike. 1-2. Showing good command that slider, Jacobs is so far. Game lot of success. Fastball fouled away by Lovejoy. Still 1-2. Jacobs definitely doing a good job so far controlling the running game. Sometimes you just don't need to throw the ball. Sometimes you got to mix in your looks, let them know that you're still thinking about them. Another slider on the outside corner. Lovejoy called looking for the second outs. Incestia Impaduglia. One of the other powerful lefties in the Wolfpac lineup. Fastball outside. Impaduglia, I say for myself, is another 5-tool player as he's a pull hitter, but he can also run, he can also field, and he can throw. So he's almost like everything. Slider in, pull 2. Let's see if Impaduglia can get himself something he likes on 2-0 as he's ahead of the count. And that ball seemed to miss. Looked like down the plate to me. But it's 3-0. Definitely Jacobs is some trouble now as he is 1 ball away from sending Colin Miner, the dangerous right-handed hitter, with the bases loaded. And that misses. So Colin Miner gets an opportunity with the bases loaded and 2 away. As like I said about Colin Miner earlier, he is probably one of the top scary hitters to face in the Yinzer League, as he leads the league in RBIs and tied for first in home runs with 6 already. Has a batting average of well over 350. If I were Jacobs right here, I would keep everything away. Just like that pitch. Slider on the outside corner for strike 1. Tied at the plates. Definitely trying. Colin Miner definitely trying to get Jacobs out of his rhythm. Not a bad call right there. Slider swings and a miss. Very good pitch here. Like what I said even earlier about Jacobs, he's definitely commanding that slider very well on the outside part of the plates. Winds, delivers.
Ooh.
Oh, looking on a strike 3. Looked a little low, but definitely Jacobs needed that to get himself out of the jam. And the other third, Wolfpac still no runs, no hits, no errors, while the Killer Bees 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Still 4-0 Killer Bees heading to the top of the 4th, as we'll be back shortly. Also, a shout out to Owen Reith of the Brilliant Sox, as he is getting Chipotle for a lot of us pitchers who are staying after the first game of the Roller Black Sox and Brilliant Sox to help out with charting and scorekeeping for the second game, as a lot of us are eager to have some good Chipotle here. So thank you again, Owen, for being very nice and getting us some lunch for today. Some nice shade coming in from the fields, as definitely sometimes too much sun can hurt you a little bit, especially if you're not getting some sunscreen on there. As we begin the top of the 4th, come to the plate is center fielder Dustin Macaluso. A little on Dustin Macaluso, as he's definitely cooperating with Bombelas in some pitching these days, as pitchers tend to get promoted, arms continue to get hurt, and that pitching depth is shrinking. So now Bombelas is trying to get some position players to cooperate in pitching, and Macaluso is one with a double, a leadoff double from Dustin Macaluso. That will bring up Nick Dabrowski, the DH for today's game. Dabrowski will sometimes play the corner infields when he's on, when he gets a chance to play in the field, but otherwise he's been the main DH for Cole Bombelas' Killer Bees. Line looped over to center field. That's a base hit. Macaluso will hold at third base. Runners on the corners with nobody else. Killer Bees looking to strike again. In steps the catcher, number 10, Julius Pierre. Julius Pierre, a former Montclair State Red Hawk. Like what we were saying earlier, Julius Pierre, a utility player, can play almost everywhere with the exception of pitcher. Today he's doing the catching. Fastball in the outside corner, strike 1. Evens the count to 1-1. Slider away, swung on a miss, strike 2. See what Skyler goes here, 1 and 2, as he definitely wants to prevent those score getting worse. Good fastball upstairs. 2. Fouled away, still 2 and 2 on a slider. Janice likes what he has, sets, and steps off quickly. Very interesting secondary leads by Nick Dabrowski at first base. He's trying to convince Scott to walk, but he's not letting that have it. Fastball inside. Count is full. Full count pitch. Swings and a miss. And that is a huge strikeout for Skylar Janice. That'll bring up the right fielder, Darren Love. For those that don't know about Darren Love, especially from the Empire series last year, Darren Love is responsible for the game-winning hits that won the Brilliant Sox against the Sarah Lake Surge, the Empire series, as Dabrowski takes off for second base. That's a stolen base for him, as now he'll be second and third with 1 away. That was a ball, that last pitch. As interesting, the Wolfpac are staying back here as they're conceding the run. Corners look like they're a little in. Especially the way the Wolfpac are hitting against Jacobs. I would definitely try to keep this to 4-0. So definitely try to stop this run any chance. That pitch is inside, 2-0. So if I were Sky Janice, I'd try to get a strikeout or a pop-up right here. Slider away, 3-0. Or at the same time, you could put Love on base and get your double play ball. But that'll be tough as you're heading to the top of the order next, and a very fast outfielder in Alvarado. Slider in for a strike, 3-0. Let's see what Skylar Janice throws right here. Another slider, outside corner, strike 2. Both Skylar Janice been very effective so far. Full count pitch. Swings and a miss. Another key strikeout for Skylar Janice as there's 2 away. Hangs to the top of the order of the Killer Bees in Alvarado.
Yo, is Kenny gonna be up here?
He's down there. So now the infield can play back here, get the final out as there's 2 outs in the inning. Janice delivers. Looked like a backdoor curveball, just missed. I think he even fooled the umpire. Janice sets, delivers. That ball is looped into left field. Foul ball. Into the Killer Bee bullpen. As everybody else will have to reset and go back where they came from. Janice comes sets, delivers, swings and a miss. 1-2. Boy, if Skylar Janice gets out of this, he's going to hype up his team so much that they're going to be well convinced to score a run this bottom half. Fastball in the dirt, gets away. And the umpire is saying that it hit Alvarado in the leg or in the foot. Definitely a big break there by Skylar Janice as the runners have to go back due to the hit by pitch. As that'll load the bases for a very dangerous hitter in Andres Rios. Rios, another guy who can hit to both sides of the field, as he definitely mantles that number 2 hole in the Killer Bee lineup, as he represents that. Your best overall around hitters are usually second and third in the lineup. And Rios has definitely set an example all season so far why he owns that 2 spot in the order. Count 2-0. Definitely do not want to fall behind here to Rios, as there's nowhere to put him aboard. And at the same time, you cannot leave something down the plate or he will rip it. Ball is hit high to left field. Left field has a play and it hits the building onto the left side. The clubhouse of the Washington Wild Things for foul ball. 2-1. Janice sets, delivers. That ball is blooped into right field. Coming on is Raywall. He makes the diving catch. Excellent play by Josh Raywall in right field, and Skylar Janice works himself out of a big-time jam. Tyler, did I get that right? Josh Raywall? Right. Mm-hmm. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. Still 4-0 Killer Bees. As we start the bottom of the 4th, instead to the plate is Josh Raywall, number 56, who just made the splendid inning-ending catch in the top of the 4th to save big-time runs. Definitely avenged his pitcher, Skylar Janice, and his own manager, as that pitch is in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Ball outside, 2-0. Once again, these Wolfpac Hares are ahead in the counts, and you can't seem to get anything good to hits. Very good pitching by Alex Jacobs so far. That fastball is down and away. Ball 3, 3-1. And that seems to be outside, ball court. So once again, the Wolfpac get a runner on base to lead off the inning. Let's see if Wolfpac can definitely capitalize something here. In steps Brendan Dadson. Chopper to first. Goulet Fields fires a second for one on the first. Not in time. Just get the lead runner at second base. Very well positioning right there. Good coverage by Alex Jacobs to first base. As a pitcher, you definitely want to be more than just a pitcher. You also want to make sure you cover your bases. Nicely done for the first out of the inning. In steps Will Musser. Jacob sets, delivers. Slider somehow was called a ball. Looked like down the plate to me. Either way, 1-0. Definitely some tight strikes lately. Tough balls. That one's in for a strike. Like what I said earlier, these are professional strike zones. Sometimes that could be good. Sometimes that could be questionable, as sometimes umpires will squeeze you if you're not throwing consistent strikes. Thrown over to first base. Datson's back in there. Jacob sets, throws over again. Serious call. One to Musser. Slider in, 2-1. And like what I said about Musser earlier, Musser tends to get ahead in the count a lot. So he gets a lot of good hitters counts. Just a matter of can he capitalize on it. That sinker is inside, 3-1. Another hitter's count here. Swings and miss. Oh, excuse me. There's actually a foul ball right there. Counts ball. Full count to Will Musser with 1 out of the inning. Musser go down on strikes. In steps Cole Workin, the catcher for today. Cole Workin spent some time with Quebec Capitals before game release. Had a little slump to start the Yinzer League, but now he's starting to come along since, hitting both sides of the field. Slider missed just outside the plate for a ball. That ball is in there for a strike, 1-1. Jacobs checks the runner at first base. Safe is the call. So far, a good statistic about Jacobs is tends to get in trouble with nobody on. Tends to either walk a batter or something to get on base. And then once people get on base, Jacobs definitely bears down and gets the outs when he needs. So he is much tougher to deal with runners on base. That's a good quality for a pitcher. That ball is blooped into the outfield, and that will be the first hit for the Wolfpac. Comes in the 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Looked like a slider away, but Workin just got enough to rip it into center field for a bloop single. as that will bring up Joe Torre, the commissioner of the Yinzer League, like what I shared. I also said this earlier, Joe Torre is one of the smartest baseball players I've ever met. He is all about baseball. I never got a chance to tell him that, but I'm hoping if he gets a chance to watch this video and hears my words when I say this, I hope he can understand how much I really mean about saying it. He is one of the smartest baseball players I've ever met. That ball is fouled away. 1-1. Up near the booth. Joe Torre will definitely find a way to get on base, whether it's by a walk, a hit by pitch, reaching on air. He does all the little things correctly. He even bunts well. And the best thing about it is sometimes he even talks to his players about doing all the little things and how important it is to do all the little things to be a better baseball player besides doing the regular stuff in baseball. That ball is fouled away. 1-2. Ball downstairs, 2-2. Jacob sets, delivers for 2-2. Definitely wanted that call. Didn't get it. Full count. Definitely looked awfully close, though. As Datsun and Workin will be going on the pitch on the full count. And that ball is lined to Rios at shortstop, and that will end the inning. Good stroke by Torre, but just unfortunately right at the bad spots. To the end of the fourth, Wolfpac get their first hits of the game, but still down 4-0 going to the top of the fifth. So definitely this is a pitcher's duel, even though it looks 4-0. As the only damage was just in the first inning. It has been really silenced ever since. The only interesting stat so far is that the Wolfpac had that's more runners on than the Killer Bees ever since the first inning. That was the only interesting stat, but otherwise, it has been quiet for the Bats. In steps Tyler Reese, 3-4-5 for the Killer Bees in the top of the fifth against Skylar Janice. And that ball is ripped to left field, but foul. A good note on Tyler Reese, a good scout report at least, for Tyler Reese, is that he gets his hands in very well on a fastball. So it'll be very tough to blow stuff by him. Slide in the dirt. When it comes to striking out hitters in professional baseball, velocity, not really anything. Doesn't really matter. Unless you're throwing like a Wallace Chapman 100. Chopper foul too. Unless you throw like 96, 98 to 100, like real-time velocity. You're throwing anything slower than that, you don't have what it takes. You don't have the velocity to take to blow by a hitter. It all depends on the pitches and the location. Foul away again. So for a good example, Skylar Janice definitely has more strikeouts than his innings pitched because Skylar definitely knows how to pitch left to right, commands all his pitches on the corners, gets people looking, gets people swinging. You command your other pitches and makes your fastball look faster. That ball is hit to the right side over first base for a base hit, just over the reach of Colin Miner. Good piece of hitting by Tyrese. Instead, Josh Goulet. That ball is swing and miss. 0-1. Janice throws over. Ooh, that looked very close. I think the tag blew a little wind away from Tyrese as he fell down a little bit. Looks all right. Just a little surprised at how quick that pickup was. Fastball away. 1-1. Let's see if Janice can get some two-ball action going, as Goulet is a double play threat. Ball inside, but at the same time, especially when behind, is definitely a new guy in professional baseball, as this is his second year. His first year came in the Empire League last year of the Fall Series baseball. As that last pitch was a strike, 2-2. Ball away, full counts. Let's see what Janice gets here on a full count pitch. And that pitch seemed to have missed. Is ball 4 to Goulet. First and second. Nobody out. And in steps Ryan Ruel. Dangerous right-handed batter. Ruel swings and misses on the slider. 0-1. Killer Bee manager Cole Bombell is definitely shouting out to Tyrese as there could be a play going. Chops to Torrey at first base, steps on the back for 1, throws across the diamond in time. Or didn't see a call yet. Is that double play, Tyler?
Yeah.
From my sources, it says that the play is made for a double play, but Meyer looks really hurt at first base. Looks like he rolled on his ankle over at first. But it goes down as a 5-3 double play. And Janice has 2 outs with a runner at second base. Meyer looks like he's shaking off the pain. As for a moment there, he looked like he couldn't get up on his feet. But that guy is one tough guy to really battle through some pain. And he's definitely showing toughness out there as he really wants to stay in this game and help his team win. So it's nice to see Miner on his feet again, still moving. Definitely ice after that game to prevent any other injuries. In steps Dustin Macaluso. Pick off to second base. Hits Goulet. Looks like right on the upper half of the shoulder. And he is now down. as Colbon Bayless, his manager, goes time, checks on his first baseman, says he's all right. Goulet looked like he's shaking off the pain. Even the umpire's even checking. Injuries going down left to right. I don't blame him, as since I'm a pitcher in the Yinzer League, I definitely know Macaluso is a tough out. You definitely want to pitch him smartly. So good thinking by Skylar Janice. Checks the runner, delivers. Chopper, foul. Nice play by Joe Torre at third base. Like what I said about Joe Torre, he is a one heck of a smart player, and he is actually one hell of a defensive player. He's been a long-time indie ball player, probably the most out of all of us here, and he's still making plays left to right. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. Fastball away, 2-1. The count. Two one is fouled away to the QB dugout. 2-2. Two and two to Dustin Macaluso. Chopper between third and the pitcher. Torrey fields and eats it up, as it'll be an infield hit for Macaluso. And that will bring up the dangerous Nick Dabrowski. Dabrowski definitely a threat, especially in the sixth hole, as he's shown throughout he has one heck of a first month in the Yinzer League with some clutch base hits to bring in big-time runs, as you should not take Dabrowski that easy. First pitch slider away for a ball. So one thing Skylar Janice has proven this game is that he is fighting and battling these killer bee hitters. He's done a good job so far. But let's see how it goes in the top of the fifth, as Janice still looks like he's battling, but his pitch count is definitely getting up. Delivers, swings and misses on that slider. If I were Skylar Janice here, I would put a lot of faith in that slider, as that has been working for him all day. I would go to that slider again if I were Skylar Janice. Getting stuff out of that jam. Fastball upstairs, 3-1. This will not be a bad walk-up or anything, as there's a base to play with. But just got to put more pressure on yourself and gain that next guy. 3-1 pitch. Slider in. Strike two. Dabrowski looking for a base on balls. You got to earn everything you get. Can't just get the easy way out. Gotta learn everything you earn in life. Full count pitch. Foul tips. Right into the catcher. And that will be a strikeout to end the inning, as Skylar Janice definitely heights up his ball club and looks like he's giving a signal to the bullpen, as I'm wondering if that could be it for him, or he could has someone warming up in the bullpen as he is the manager of his ball club. Otherwise, very good work by Janice to get out of the inning. Heading to the bottom of the fifth, still 4-0 Killer Bees. For those that didn't watch the earlier game today from the Rower Black Sox and the Baseball Brilliant Sox, it was a very good pitcher's duel match as the Rower Black Sox came away with a 3-1 victory. Brilliant Sox still trying to look for their first win after their, I believe, eight-game skid. They've been playing some very good games, and today was definitely a close one as the Brilliant Sox had a tying run at the plate and popped out to end the ball game after they scored a run in the bottom of the seventh, and they were looking to tie the ball game. But still, Brilliant Sox have been playing some really good games. The Rower Black Sox, on the other hand, ever since starting the season 0-6, they have definitely found their ways with the bats and with the pitching, at least. And that they're definitely climbing the hill in that standings. So we're going to the bottom of the fifth inning. Leading off is Jesus Salcedo against Alex Jacobs, who has given up one hit in over 4 innings so far. That curveball in the dirt for ball one. So far, a good scout report to know on Jacobs throughout this game is that he would be okay pitching with runners nobody on base. Once someone gets on base, he becomes much more effective, commands both sides of the plate, and very difficult to hit. As, like what I said, counters 3-0 on Salcedo. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. Getting ahead, stay ahead of your hitters. Swings and misses. Look like the slider right there. Full count pitch. Coming up. Swings and misses. Salcedo down strikes. So definitely a improved first batter there for Alex Jacobs. As you always want to definitely have success too with runners nobody on base, especially as a starting pitcher. Overall, Jacobs has pitched very well this game. First pitch slider for a strike, so definitely good start after getting the first out, getting ahead on 1. Swings and misses, 0-2, as Cody Lovejoy stands in behind 0-2, looking for something to get a better on. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. One-two to Cody Lovejoy. Ball is popped behind home plate, and Julius Perrier gets under it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Killer Bees definitely making all defensive plays happen. Joe Impuglia at the plates. Takes a slider for strike 1. Ball in the dirt. Not sure what happened there, but at least now we're back into play. 1-1 pitch to Ippaduglia. Slider dropped by Julius Perrier, but still a strike. 1-2. Definitely some good break. Otherwise, the catcher would have caught it. Fastball away, 2-2, with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see what Jacobs goes through here as he delivers the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Both bullpens for the Wolfpac and Killer Bees are nice and quiet. Pitching duel all the way to the 7th inning. As Ippaduglia fouls that one away, still 2-2. Line into center, and that drops it for a base hit. Second hit for the Wolfpac today. Good job by Joe Ippaduglia just to get a good barrel on it and put it right in front of Macaluso to center field. In steps Colin Miner, the dangerous right-handed hitter. Miner so far hitless today, trying to change that with the 2-out knock. Had the bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning and went down on strikes. Called looking. Ground ball up the middle, base hit for Colin Miner. So he is 1 for 3 on the day, I believe. Yep, 1 for 3. Intercepts Josh Raywald. Powerful lefty still hitless for today, but did reach on base for the walk. Slider in for a strike. And that's into left center. That will be a base hit. Macaluso fields, fires to 3rd base. Miner is safe as Ippaduglia comes around to score. It is a RBI double for Josh Raywald as the Wolfpac strike on the board. It is 4-1. Now to play is Brendan Datson as the time run. Ball away. 1-0. Slider in. 2-0. Definitely a lot of pressure on Jacobs as the Killer Bees are definitely short with pitching, especially with a couple arms going down. That ball is hit right to Goulet, who fields, steps on the bag for first, and Jacobs escapes a major jam as he keeps the lead intact 4-1. Going into the top of the 6th, Killer Bees 4, Wolfpac 1. So definitely like what I was saying about the Killer Bees with their short pitching staff. They definitely have around single digits with their pitchers, as some have been promoted lately, including lately of Jonathan Vance, who went to the Florence Yells and then got quickly released and definitely rumored to be picked up somewhere. Definitely soon to be. Some arm injuries, some went down, including right-hander David Strandberg, as he's currently heading back to get an MRI. Another Killer Bee pitcher who was promoted and just got released in Eli Garcia, as he's also rumored to be on the signing market to go somewhere. So because of that, arms are definitely going down, which means stars are being relied to go deeper into ball games and basically rely on the bullpen for at least just 1 or 2 innings. Even some bullpen arms are starting. Like, for example, Colbon Bayless 2 days ago went a complete game, two-run victory against the Brilliant Sox. Colbon Bayless usually a batter or two or 1 inning pitched, and he turned himself into a starter. Did a pretty good job. Chopper to shorts. Brendan Dadson Fields throws to Colin Miner first for the first out of the inning. So this will be a big inning for Scott Janice to see if he can keep the deficit at 3 and give his batters a chance to strike Jacobs again in the bottom of the 6th. In steps Darren Love. Strike 1. Darren Love, also nicknamed Dr. Love, according to a lot of the baseball players here. Chopper foul to the left side, 0-2. For a ball. And misses. Love down on strikes. 2 away. Brings it back to the top of the order in Alvarado. Change up away for a ball. Foul away. Ball 1. Jake Alvarado, definitely a good leadoff hitter so far for the Killer Bees all year with good wheels. That changes Page on the outside corner for a strike. 1-2. Let's see what Janice gives here. 0-2. Quick slide step. Ground ball to second base. Salcedo Fields throws to Miner. In time for the out. And that will be the end of the top of the 6th. Going to the bottom. Still 4-1 Killer Bees. As Jacobs is going back out there with a quiet bullpen in the left side of the Killer Bees. So more on the Killer Bees regarding their bullpen. A good statistic to know here is that every single reliever for the Killer Bees has at least 1 start. So definitely a statistic to know. Everybody except for 1 pitcher in Cage Cascone. But otherwise, every other active pitcher of the Killer Bees has at least 1 start. Definitely some new pitchers being picked up as we are very close to the 2nd roster block break. as definitely all the Yinzer managers will be going to a couple places around the country to pick up some new arms and get some signings going. As right now, pitching is needed as it is the position that's being most promoted right now, as pitching is needed all around in professional baseball. And at the same time, arms are getting hurt left to right. So definitely Killer Bees, along with almost every other Yinzer team in the Yinzer League, are looking for arms. The only team that's probably not as much trouble in pitching as the other teams is the Wolfpac, as the Wolfpac have the most pitching. So bottom to the sixth, Will Muster stands in, and he takes a slider low for ball one. Jacobs delivers. That one's the first strike. Run the same spot, probably just a little more up. Right across the knees. Fastball inside. So Will Muster definitely has a good eye at the plate, as he knows the strike zone. He even knows the umpire strike zone. And that's a good quality to know for a batter, is to know the strike zone and understand the umpire's strike zone. So that one's a ball inside, 3-1. Foul away. Full count pitch coming up. Owen Bell is definitely being not just a manager, but a good sport in fetching those foul balls. Be bullpen. Can't really tell who's warming up, but Felix Barreto looks like he's in the discussion for loosening up, and that pitch is high for a ball. Felix Barreto, also a former Brilliant Sox, just got recently traded to the Killer Bees around 4th of July weekend. So Mustard on first base. It's Cole Workin, the catcher for the Wolfpac, at the plate. Let's see if Workin can put something here to get the time run at the plate, as the time runs on deck. Ball away, 1-1. The other Killer Bee in the bullpen, aside from Felix Barreto, is Eli Garcia. We were just speaking about him. That ball is hit to right center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Must have got a delayed start in running, as he has to hold up at second base. But otherwise, first two Wolfpack hitters get on base. First and second, nobody out. As Killer Bee manager Cole Bales calls time, trying to stall time for his relievers to warm up. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's Eli Garcia that's getting loose to stretch. Barreto's snooping around there just in case the lefties come around for the Wolfpack. Barreto, a left-handed pitcher, and Eli Garcia, a right-handed pitcher. Eli Garcia, like what I was saying earlier, recently signed with the Lexington Legends, or was it Tyler? Was it Lexington Legends? Either way, he was definitely playing one of the Atlantic League teams, and he just got recently released, as it was just like a spot start day, and now he's back here with the Killer Bees. He's still in the rumor of getting picked up, but as of right now, we're using him for a big-time release situation as he starts to play catch in the bullpen. Let's see what Torrey can do here with first and second, nobody out. Torrey bunts it foul. New pinch runner into the game, Willis McDaniel. Willis McDaniel, another former Brilliant Sox, got traded to the Wolfpack for a player to be named later. That's also same for Felix Barreto to the Killer Bees, a player to be named later. So Brilliant Sox definitely getting some new players coming up. Torrey squares again, bunts to the first baseline, just foul. Good play by Goulet to let that roll to the foul.
2 strikes.
And now it's 0-2. Forgive me if the scoreboard's a little slow, as not only I'm broadcasting, I am also doing the scoreboard. So I'm definitely getting double my work in today, as I, for one, am always trying to make people do less jobs and make their lives easier. So 0-2 the count to Joe Torre. Let's see if the bunt is still on here, or he's going to hold back and try to swing away. That is going to be foul, so that goes down as a strike. Runners will have to go back to where they belong. So a little tough break here, as if that was fair, that was definitely as an infield hit, as Torre was flying down the line. Defensive change for the Killer Bees, as KG Stewart takes in as second base, and Tyrese goes to third base for Ryan Ruel. First pitch outside for a ball to the pinch hitter in a second.
Maybe. Myron Maybain.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I got some intel on Myron McBain, the pinch hitter for the Wolfpac, hitting for Jesus Salcedo. Slider in the dirt. Throw down to second base. Oh, nice play by Rios. And unfortunately, he missed the tag, as all the Killer Bees are barking at the blue. Here comes Cole Bombelis to argue on the call. Gets an intel and goes back to the dugouts. Cole Bombelis not really much of an arguer, as he is a very smart and understanding guy, as he just wants to hear feedback. That's exactly what he asked for. Although the rest of the Killer Bees, they look like more of an arguing team. In other words, they want the best of the best. They want every call that they can get. They can't do it. So what? We'll get the next guy. 3-0 here. That pitches it over for a play for a strike. 3-1. Top of the order, lurking for the Wolfpac. 3-1 to the Bade. And that pitch is outside for a ball. So good job pitch hitting and earning yourself the walk. In steps Cody Lovejoy. Top of the order. Lovejoy hitless so far of the day. First game back in the Yinzer League after spending the first half of the month in the Yinzer League. Then getting promoted to the Florence Yalls and then back. So he's been around the country so far. That pitch is inside for a ball. He even played a little bit with the West Virginia Power of the Atlantic League before getting released there. That ball is swung on a miss, 1-1. Eli Garcia continued to warm up in the bullpen, as Jacobs' pitches are definitely getting higher. That pitch is over the plate for a strike, 1-2. Definitely a hard thrower. That ball is chopped to the infield. Tyrese has only one play. He'll take you out of first base as a run scores to make it 4-2, Killer Bees. Tying run at second base as Joe Iguoduglia steps into the plate. curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. So Jacobs going to the windup, as sometimes that could be a little bit of an issue, especially if you're a good base runner. You can sometimes time that delivery and then make an attempt to steal home, as that pitch was a ball 2-0.
No, absolutely, Ryan. This guy up the bat's a great hitter, too.
That pitch is a ball for away, ball 3. On my side is Mike Brown, also the face of 80 Ball Highlights. Thanks for joining us today, Mike Brown.
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. If I were throwing right now, I'd definitely throw this guy back foot slider.
And that pitch is away for a ball 4. So definitely some big trouble here coming for Alex Jacobs, as Eli Garcia is still continuing warming the bullpen. In steps the dangerous Colin Miner, and this is a guy that if you are the Wolfpac, this is the right guy in the right spot in the right time.
Absolutely, Ryan. I got to go get back to work. It was nice talking to you.
All right, take care. Special shout out to Mike Brown, as he is definitely one of the pitchers that has always been working left to right, coming with some arm problem injuries. As that ball hits Colin Miner, and that will bring in a run. And Cole Bombales is making that small walk to the mound, as that will put the end to Alex Jacobs' night. Or
Eli Garcia is going to be coming in.
Mm-hmm. Definitely pitched a gem, but he's definitely going to need some help getting out of this inning, as Bombales is calling to his big-time flamethrower and newly acquired pitcher, Eli Garcia. Fourth 3 ball game, tying a go-ahead run on base. For Eli Garcia, this will be his Yinzer League debut, as he was a newly acquired pitcher for the second July block. He was recently he was once acquired from the Killer Bees, and right before he could put on a jersey, he immediately got the call to go up to the Atlantic League. I believe it was the West Virginia Power. I'll get back to that to you guys in a second, as I'm gonna check quickly. Yes, if I'm correct, Eli Garcia got sent up to the Lexington Legends of the Atlantic League, PJ Phillips and Brandon Phillips' team. Got in for like a spot outing here or there, then quickly got released, as it was like a spot fill-in. And now he's here in the Yinzer League, making his debut in a big-time situation, bases loaded, 2 outs, against a good Wolfpac hitting team. Speaking of the Wolfpac, on the bullpen side, sidearmer closer Matt Colon is loosening up in the bullpen, as he looks like he's probably going to take over on the mound in the 7th inning. So Garcia's ready as we get started. Yinzer League debuts for Eli Garcia. So numbers are all the zeros. And he's going to face the dangerous Josh Raywald, who is second in RBIs for the Wolfpac, right behind Colin Miner, who just drove in a run with a hit by pitch. Garcia delivers, and that ball's upstairs for a ball. Garcia can definitely bring it with the heat. Definitely rumored to be in the low, maybe to mid-90s. 90, 94. Low 3/4 guy. That ball misses off the plate. Scouting report on Garcia, sometimes he can get a little wild here and there. But definitely when he attacks the zone, his stuff becomes electric, and it's going to be very tough to hit him. And that ball misses 3-0. Velocity definitely up there for Garcia as he's definitely trying to bring it. As he doesn't want Ray Wall to get any piece of his stuff. But he got those strikes, especially in this spot. And that ball misses. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. Instead, it's Brendan Datson. Bases loaded 2 away, tie ball game. Both games today have been very good, very competitive. And this is another one. And that ball seemed to have missed. Not sure where it missed, but it was ball 1. If you're not throwing strikes around the plate, you're not going to get those calls. That one's over for a strike. 1-1. Garcia sets, delivers, swings and misses. 1-2. One, two. To Dadson. Outside. 2-2. Nowhere to put Brendan Dadson. You got to attack him. If you're Eli Garcia, you got to trust your stuff. Throw it somewhere around the plate. Let them hit it. That's a chopper to second base. Stewart charges, fires. He is safe. And the Wolfpac take a 5-4 lead on an infield hit by Brendan Dadson. Who pinch ran for Will Musser in the previous inning, or I think it was this inning on the 4th spot. So the Wolfpac appeared to have batted around.
Wait, what was that?
Wolfpac batted around this inning? I think so. Because
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm correct. The Wolfpac have officially batted around this inning as Will Musser led off and got pinch ran McDaniel. So McDaniel definitely up there for his first play appearance as he is down 0-2, I believe. Or 1-2. 0-2. And that hits McDaniel, and that'll bring in another run. So definitely not the outing that Garcia was hoping for. As that will played off another run as it's 6-4 Wolfpac. Cole Workin, the catcher, about to step in the plates. Let's see if Eli Garcia can pitch out of this. As that pitch misses away. 1. And that ball is away, ball 2. 2-0. Nobody warmed up at the QB's bullpen, so this is all on Eli Garcia right here. That ball's over for a strike, 2-1. Can't throw strikes, can't win ball games. About half of these runs in the 6th inning were just on the base on balls. Ground ball to short, through the legs. Rios throws to Goulet at first base. Gets the fire out of the inning. But not before 5s cross the board for the Wolfpac as they have shocked the Killer Bees late in the game and take a 6-4 lead. As the Wolfpac are 3 outs away from stealing the game here from the Killer Bees. Matt Cologne, closer for the Wolfpac, is taking the mound right here as he looks for his 3rd save of the Yinzer League, as he currently leads the league in 2 saves. Sidearm righty.
No, he's not going for a save here.
Yeah, it is.
No, he's losing 6-4 now.
No, he did. Oh.
Oh my goodness. What the?
Cologne, the sidearmer, usually lives in the high 7s to low 80s. Definitely has some good sink and slider action to it. When it comes to sidearm pitching, especially since I'm one, sometimes velocity doesn't mean everything. As if you look at a lot of sidearmers in the major leagues, you do not see a lot of them throwing in the 90s. And they still get a lot of outs. For example, I'm a big Yankees fan, and Darren O'Day is the lone sidearm for the Yankees, and he throws basically around 81 to 84 with his sinker, and he's mainly the setup guy for the Yankees, and he gets a lot of success. So for sidearmers, it's just about throwing strikes, mixing your pitches, getting outs. Cologne also leads the Yinzer League in most appearances. Basically, he comes in middle. He's like everything to them. As from intel I've learned from rumors that Joe Torre, the commissioner of the Yinzer League, loves sidearm pitching. And that's another reason why Cologne's out there. Change the flow of the game, mix the speeds in, and some nasty pitches left to right. Cologne will face Rios, Reese, and Goulet in the top of the 7, looking for his 3rd save of the year, and to double it by 2, as Owen Reith and Norman Goodwin, Coleman Goodwin are right behind him in the saves rack. The only team that does not have a pitcher with a save is the Killer Bees. As usually they win their games a lot to little, but that may not be the case sometimes. As that slider is inside for a ball, 1-0. Fastball down the plate for a strike, 1-1. Cologne, an interesting delivery, as he has no leg kick. He just has a simple slide motion. Sometimes control issues can be an issue for Cologne as that ball misses away. But he definitely has good stuff. So when he throws strikes, he's going to be hard to hit. And that ball was interesting. On the outside part of the play, call for a strike, a little outside to me. Otherwise, it's 2-2 to Andres Rios. Lined up the middle, it's a base hit for Andres Rios. Fastball right down the middle of the plate, and Rios took advantage of it. So interesting how the Killer Bees are losing this game, and it's based off of, and at the same time, the Killer Bees have 11 hits and the Wolfpac have 5. So definitely tells people when they see that 5 hits and 6 runs on the board versus 11 hits and 4 runs based on balls is the reason. Tyrese up at the plate, hits a foul ball, almost hits his manager, Coban Bellis, right in the head. Cole gave him a look saying, "Really, man?" Share some laughter right there. 0-1 pitch. Count 1-1. Waiting that 1-1 counts. Tyler Reese still a very tough out these days, as he's been seeing the ball very well, no matter who steps on the mound. That ball is whipped to left field. Foul ball off the fence into the QB bullpen. And Reese calls time at the plate. Cologne delivers. And that slider's away. 2-2. Reese swinging. Rios is safe at second base as ball goes in the center field, backed up by Lovejoy in center. So that'll go down as a strikeout and a stolen base for Rios. In steps the cleanup batter, Josh Goulet. Goulet hitless so far on the day. Has an opportunity here to trim it to 1 as he has Rios at second base in scoring position. Ground ball to third base. Torrey checks, throws, off limit. Colin Meyer makes the catch and tag to Goulet. And we got 2 dead in the top of the 7th. In steps second baseman KG Stewart. KG Stewart came in as a substitution in the bottom of the 6th inning for Ryan Ruel. Lowe and Larkin. Cologne and Larkin definitely talking on how to attack Stewart as that pitch was away for ball 1. Commissioner Joe Torre calls timeout, chats with his closer. I don't blame him one bit because you definitely don't want to blow this lead after coming from behind, especially down 4-1 after battling Alex Jacobs of the Killer Bees all day. Cologne delivers the 1-0. Looks very close to hitting Stewart. 2-0. Cologne sets and deals. And that's a ball, 3-0. Keaton Slack, the two-way player for the Wolfpac, is loosening up in the bullpen. Just with 2 outs in the 7th. 3-0 pitch. And that slider misses for a ball. So a 2-out walk to Stewart. In steps Dustin Macaluso. And this is a dangerous hit at the plate as Macaluso has big-time pop. Macaluso is known this year so far with clutch time base hits to either tie or give the Killer Bees the lead. First pitch from Cologne to Macaluso is a strike down the plate, 0-1. Cologne checks the runner. And time is called at the plate. Still do the 0-1. The 0-1. That slider really missed off the plates. 1-1. Cologne definitely has a weird stride to home plate as he looks like he's coming to the right-handed batter's box and he swings around. As we'll get a pinch runner base is Alex Polka, acquired from the Rowan Black Sox about mid-season to the Killer Bees. Very good wheels down over there as he's pitch running for KG Stewart as he is the tying run at first base. Ball taken outside, 2-1. So that's what I'm going to say about Cologne. Like that stride to the right-handed batter's box, that's going to be very tough to throw strikes sometimes because that looks like you're throwing to the right-handed batter's box, but you're curved right back to the middle of the plate. Same pitch, swung on a miss by Matt Caluso. Definitely good pitch on the outside corner, 2-2. Pressure situation. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. 2-2 on the count to Matt Caluso. Matt Cologne pitching. And Matt Caluso strikes out, and that's the ball game. Wolfpac steal a big-time game over the Killer Bees as they put up a 5 spot in the bottom of 6. Winning pitcher today was Skylar Janice. He improves his record. Give me 1 minute here. Skylar Janice improves his record to 4-2, while Alex Jacobs of the Killer Bees 3-2. Thanks for watching here at Killer Bees. We will be back here tomorrow with another doubleheader. Stay tuned.